You know what, guys? I truly do believe that Trump derangement will be studied as a science because we have definitely seen people lose their minds over Donald Trump. They lose all sense of reality and they can't get back. Some people, there's different types of Trump derangement. Some people are more deranged than others. But when it comes to the media, man, the media is extremely Trump deranged. And I'm talking about the mainstream media as an institution. Some news outlets are worse than others. The LA Times, they are definitely Trump deranged. Astonishing, right? People have lost their minds over Donald Trump. Maybe some people actually read the LA Times. I don't. I mean, I live in the Houston area, and nobody reads newspapers anyway to begin with, okay? Now, I've actually seen some articles from the LA Times. I believe we actually done that on the sports channel, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was a while ago. That just tells you how little I actually pay attention to the mainstream media. But yesterday, O.J. Simpson passed away. 76 years old. Everybody knows O.J. Everybody knows about the 94 trial. He was acquitted of killing his wife and Ron Goldman, even though a whole bunch of people believe he got away with it. Now, I'm not talking about just white people. I'm talking about black people as well. I would say the vast majority of people believe OJ got away with it. It was headline news. Now, that brings us to the LA Times. The LA Times actually puts out an obituary for O.J. Simpson. And of course, you know that O.J. actually lived in LA for the longest time. I believe O.J. is actually from the area, if I'm not mistaken. He played at USC, played in the NFL, and then in 1994 in LA, his wife is butchered. Her head is pretty much decapitated. His kids are in the condo. Yeah, very, very bad, guys. Very bad. Those images, man, you can still see the images of Nicole Brown Simpson dead in front of a home. Terrifying, man. But anyway, we need to get back into the LA Times here and talk about them because their obituary for O.J. Simpson, yeah, they made the biggest gaffe of all time. So let's talk about it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing. So here we go. Over here on the Daily Caller, LA Times makes all-time typo in O.J. Simpson obituary with Trump gaffe. Because the mainstream media is obsessed with Donald Trump. They can't get his name out of their heads. They just can't do it, man. I mean, you're writing an obituary about O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson looks nothing like Donald Trump. But this just tells you how Trump deranged the media is. Now, I didn't know this, but O.J. and President Trump used to be friends before the murders. Yeah. Trump actually believes that O.J. did it. Then after that, they were no longer friends. But anyway, it says here, news of the passing of notorious football legend and actor O.J. Simpson has dominated headlines across the United States. However, it appears that at least one outlet still had one name on its mind when it came to writing his obituary, that of former President Donald Trump. The LA Times posted an obituary for the former San Francisco 49ers running back after Simpson's family announced his death. However, the Times incorrectly named Trump as the man who left Lovelock Correctional Facility after incarceration in 2017, according to an archived version of their report. So essentially, man, I mean, was it really an error? Or did they kind of put that out there on purpose? I don't know. I don't know, man. But I'm pretty sure you know that the LA Times would have loved for Trump to actually be in prison, but he wasn't. It was OJ that was in prison. I remember watching his parole hearing in 2017. OJ ended up mentioning Trump like doing a break or something like that. Everybody was watching OJ. Who actually watches a parole hearing? That was actually televised. It was televised. Just like before OJ's 94 trial for murder, I can't recall a trial being on television like that. But OJ was a big name, so they televised his parole hearing. And I remember, man, OJ's reaction when he found out that he was going to be granted parole. Anyway, look here. LA Times with quite the typo in its obituary for O.J. Simpson. Look here, it says, they actually put this out. Long before the city woke up on a fall morning in 2017, Trump walked out of Lovelock Correctional Center outside Reno, a free man for the first time in 9 years. He didn't go far, moving into a 5,000 square foot home in Vegas with a Bentley in a driveway. No. President Trump was actually in the White House, I believe. Yeah, he was the president then. He wasn't in a correctional facility. He wasn't in prison. As much as you guys wanted to be in prison, he wasn't. The error was quickly spotted and changed, but not before eagle-eyed readers screen cap and shared on social media, including author Dan Berger. Quote, LA Times with quite the typo in this obituary for O.J. Simpson, Berger wrote on Twitter. The implications of the seemingly random insertion of Trump's name into the obituary wasn't lost on its respondents, with one commenting, "No freaking way. LOL. He's always on their minds." Another stated, TDS is real. Yeah. Trump and Simpson were friendly in the early 1990s. Simpson attended Trump and Mara Maples' wedding in 1993. Inside Edition reported. However, the two appeared to grow apart following the ex-footballer's trial for the murder of Nicole Brown and her friend Ronald Goldman, despite the fact that a jury acquitted OJ, and the former president told Howard Stern in 2008 that he, quote, realized Simpson killed his wife. Yeah. And of course, OJ has now passed away. So what do you guys think of this, man? What do you guys make of the LA Times, man? Writing about OJ, but they still got Trump on their mind. Trump is always on the media's mind. They just can't stop it, man. This is why we call it TDS. How do you actually mix up Donald Trump and O.J. Simpson? Somebody explain that to me. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.